Hey everybody, want to do a quick review and follow up. This is the 14 by 42 Pro Series frame pool. What we've done is we have converted it over to a sand filter and a saltwater generator system. Watched a bunch of different videos on the way to do it, and if you're watching this one, it's probably because you've done the same, and you're still trying to find out the best way to do it. Some of the pitfalls that I've heard from people out there is that the salt generator will a lot of times give them an error saying that either there isn't enough flow or not enough salt. I don't have the answers for those, but one thing about the flow part, I think it has to do with whether or not you adapt the pool to the larger hoses, or if you try to adapt the system itself to smaller hoses. Obviously, if you're adapting to the smaller hoses, I think that's going to interrupt the flow. So I went with adapting the pool. So some of the things that we had to do, we had to get adapters. You can see one for the outlet and the inlet. I did adapt everything with no leaking. I will say that just now I just noticed I have a leak coming from here, but this has nothing to do with the adapting of the pool. Just something to do with the threading here, so I will fix that. But what I did was I purchased these online. I think I paid $15 for the pair, and then obviously you have to adapt the skimmer portion here. You'll see videos where people have cut this and used a grinding wheel to cut it down. I didn't want to do anything with that, plus I don't have the tools for it. So looked up a different way, and there's actually an adapter that you can buy on eBay. I got mine for $7.99, and it just pops right in there, screws in on the top, and voila, problem is fixed. So that's what I did. I guess if you're impatient, you want to try and do it all in one day, and you have stuff, you can cut it and grind it. But mine is working perfectly. So the other thing I had to do is I had to adapt this side here to a larger outlet valve here, and it was pretty simple. I just took the other one off. I took a very sharp razor knife, held this up against it, cut it to the size, obviously just a little bit smaller, put this back on here, and no problems. You can see there's probably a little bit of weeping here, but no leaks whatsoever. It's completely dry, so it's worked perfectly. More importantly, you can see by looking at the pool that it is crystal clear. And we've had this set up for, honey, how long? 3 weeks? For about 3 weeks. And since the first day when I dumped the salt in the pool and then turned this little baby on, we haven't had to add anything. So I know that a couple of buddies of mine that have pools have been telling me how, especially in the beginning, obviously when you're opening, spending a ton on chemicals, and a ton on the upkeep. This is simple. Just fire it up, set it so that it turns on by itself every single day. The filter turns on first, and I have it so that the salt generator turns on a couple minutes afterwards to give it time for the water flow, and absolutely no problems. And the nice thing about this puppy is if you get heavy rain, which we did in the past few days, we actually had tornado warnings in the area, which is weird for Massachusetts, but at any rate, all you have to do, rather than shocking your pool, if you want to shock it, you just press the boost button right there. And the boost button has the system run for 3 times longer than ordinary, which generates additional chlorine, which takes care of the pool, keeps it crystal clear. And I don't know if you can see here, you might have seen it on some other videos, but you can see what looks like almost bubbles coursing through there. That is the system generating the chlorine that keeps your pool crystal clear. So if you have any reservations about doing it, I would highly recommend it. I know you've seen people that on other videos that have run into problems. I have had absolutely no issues. And might I add, both of these, they were $99 a piece on Walmart.com. I know people have gone on here and said they've paid a heck of a lot more, but $99 a piece, brand new, absolutely perfect. And they're both rated for a much larger pool than we have, so we're thinking next year we will probably upgrade the size of our pool and just continue to use this same filter and salt generator. So that's what we've done, and good luck with yours. If you have any questions, feel free to comment on here, and I will answer back as quickly as possible. Thank you.